What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tits here, and today we're going to do the Reaper Prime and Hate build. I'm just going to be showing the Reaper Prime though, I'll explain in a second. I've got a lot of messages about both weapons, and all I want to say is it's your general heavy melee weapon. Usually follows the guidelines of a decent jump attack, a good range, 200 charge attack, and 2-second charge time. However, the Hate is like this, and the Reaper Prime is like this. However, the charge damage for the Reaper Prime is 150 instead of 200. Terrible. Still the 2.1 charge damage, but only 150 or charge speed, but only 150 charge damage. This makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you even use this? When you can just be using the Gram, which is even faster and still has, more charge damage, or some dual weapons like dual heat swords have the same charge damage at 150 and are way faster. It makes no sense. They understand this. Why they did this, I don't know, especially since it was, a special, weapon from the Void, and it is so badass looking. I was really, thinking the Hate was going to be sweet looking, and it could, but I think the main thing is the scythes don't look like scythes. A scythe is long. Like, when I think scythe, I think, like, like a Grim Reaper would hold, long. This needs to be a lot longer, and it just doesn't, the Hate really doesn't look good at all to me. At least this one's gold. It's got all the blades, so this one's still pretty sick looking, even though it's short. But as far as the build goes, now hold on to them though, because it's supposed to get buffed. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. I think they're just going to bring it to 200 charge damage, like almost every other heavy melee weapon, because that's the guidelines they usually follow. 200 charge damage and around 2-second speed. Good range and a good jump attack. That's your basic build. And then some will have a variation, like one ignores one's good against Grenier like the Fragar, and then one's slashing like the Sindo. So. But the build is the same for the Gram as it's the same for the Sindo. It's the same for the Hate and the same for the Reaper Prime. So I'm not going to show the Hate on here. It's same build. Fury all the way up. Killing Blow all the way up. Reflex Coil all the way up, Sundering Strike all the way up, Molten Impact all the way up, North Wind all the way up, and with 4 remaining points, I'll just throw in Oregon Shatter for a little extra crit damage. This is a general, just solid charge attack build. Don't put Reach on. I've tried the weapons out with Reach. I don't see any difference, and I figured out the reason being after investigating and talking to the devs, because they told me it goes by like a meter's distance. It's not like 50% more reach. It's not like whatever your swing is, you're gonna get half of that swing extra. It's not how it goes. You can actually test it out by putting a way marker on like a storage crate, seeing how far you are away, and then moving up and up and up, seeing how much closer you'll be with and without the mod until you hit it and can break it. That's like one of the best ways to test it out that I've seen, but you don't gain crap for reach with it. So it could be awesome, but it's not. Other than the reach, you'll have your 4 points left over on all them charge attack builds I've talked about, and I would just put the Oregon Shatter in there. The melee channel, it's not nearly as great as people thought it was either. It doesn't stack with the other mods. It doesn't crit. You got to use the energy, and then you just do that few hundred extra damage to one target, not even all your targets, and that's not worth it to me, especially since a big range charge attack melee weapon is mainly for clearing mobs, hitting multiple enemies. If melee channel at least did damage to all the enemies, even if it didn't stack off everything, then I would definitely put it on. So Gram, Sindo, Hate, Reaper Prime. Use all these. Same build. Now, even though the Reaper Prime looks just so good to me, if you don't like the Sindo and you don't like the Gram for whatever reason, and you love your hate, go ahead and use it. But keep your Reaper Prime around. It's gonna get buffed, and let's just see what happens. I have an idea. They'll probably just bring it up to 200 charge damage like it's supposed to, but let's see. And that's basically it, guys. So I hope this helped you out, and yeah, please comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.